Hello everyone, in this video we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description as well as in the pinned comment. And the name of Telegram channel is GKToday YouTube. And this is the link of Telegram channel. You can directly search it by name or using this username. Now let's start. Which Indian state announced Rs 20,000 crore economic package to deal with the coronavirus outbreak? So right answer is Kerala. So state government of Kerala announced this much economic package to deal with this coronavirus outbreak. The name of disease due to coronavirus is COVID-19, and COVID stands for coronavirus disease, and 19 is there because the outbreak of coronavirus started in 2019 in Wuhan in China. Now Kerala was also in news as the first case of coronavirus in India was found in Kerala. And recently Kerala was also in news as it launched Break the Chain campaign to combat the coronavirus. Apart from that, recently Union Health Ministry has issued a toll-free helpline number 1075 for the public to inquire about coronavirus. Defense Acquisition Council, that is DAC, approved the procurement of 83 Tejas fighter aircrafts. Now the question is, which organization manufactured these aircrafts? Right answer is HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So DAC approved the procurement of Tejas aircrafts. Now Tejas is LCA. LCA stands for Light Combat Aircraft, and it has been designed by ADA, that is Aircraft Development Agency, and it has been manufactured by HAL. Now please note that this ADA is under DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization. Now if we talk about DAC, that is Defense Acquisition Council, it is the highest decision making body in the Defense Ministry, and Defense Minister is the chairperson of this Defense Acquisition Council. Present Defense Minister is Mr. Rajnath Singh, and his constituency is Lucknow. And recently Lucknow was in news as it was the host of Defense Expo 2020. Which state government removed reservation in promotions for SC/ST employees? So this decision was taken by Uttarakhand government, and the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand is Mr. Trivendra Singh Rawat. Actually, in February 2020, Supreme Court gave a judgment that government is not bound to make reservations, and claiming reservations in promotions is not a fundamental right. So the question here is about reservation in promotion. It is not about reservation in general. It is just about reservation in promotions. RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, is conducting an OMO for the purchase of 10,000 crore rupees worth government securities. Now the question is, what does OMO stand for? So OMO stands for Open Market Operations, and recently it was in news because RBI is going to purchase government securities. Now if RBI is going to purchase government securities from market, RBI will pay money, and therefore in this way the liquidity will be injected in market. That means liquidity will be injected in the economy. And this step was announced at the backdrop of increased risk of coronavirus disease. Now because of that, there is a slowdown in economy, and this money is pumped into economy. Now RBI was also in news as recently it launched Money app to help visually challenged people to identify currency notes. RBI was also in news as recently RBI Deputy Governor Mr. N.S. Vishwanathan has announced his resignation. On the other hand, recently Mr. Michael Patra was appointed as the Deputy Governor of RBI. RBI was also in news because of Operation Twist. Which social media platform launched Coronavirus Information Hub in partnership with WHO, UNICEF and UNDP? So it was launched by WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is the entity of Facebook. Now one key thing that should be noted that recently Microsoft also launched a website to show the information about coronavirus. Facebook was also in news because of Libra. Libra is the cryptocurrency proposed by Facebook. Facebook was also in news because of Pragati initiative, and this initiative was launched to boost women entrepreneurship. Which multinational bank has announced $6.5 billion US package for its members to tackle the coronavirus outbreak? So right answer is Asian Development Bank. Roger Mayweather, who passed away recently, was a world champion and trainer in which sports? Right answer is boxing. So Mr. Mayweather was associated to boxing and he passed away recently. The COVID-19 Economic Response Force unveiled by the Prime Minister of India is to be headed by which Union Minister? So it will be headed by Union Finance Minister Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman. It should be noted that this task force has been constituted to measure the economic impact of this coronavirus outbreak. Who is the head of proposed panel which is set to review the fiscal consolidation roadmap of central and state governments? So Mr. N.K. Singh is going to be the head of this proposed panel, and this panel will review the fiscal consolidation roadmap of central and state governments. It should be noted that Mr. N.K. Singh is the chairman of 15th Finance Commission. If we talk about Finance Commission, it is a constitutional body, and Article 280 of Indian Constitution contains the provision for Finance Commission, and this commission is constituted every 5 years, and it is constituted by the President. The Defence Ministry signed an 880 crore rupees contract for the procurement of light machine gun, that is LMG, from which country? Right answer is Israel. So these LMGs will be used by Indian Armed Forces. Now Israel was also in news as recently Israel Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu requested India to approve and allow the export of masks and pharmaceutical raw materials to Israel during this. Now recently India put limitations on the export on the mask and various pharmaceutical materials because of this entire outbreak of coronavirus. It should be noted that masks and sanitizers were declared as essential commodities by the government of India. It means that now government will keep an eye on the production as well as on the sales of masks and sanitizers. Which financial institution is set to launch Swavlambhan Express train to promote entrepreneurship? Right answer is SIDBI, that is SIDBI. SIDBI stands for Small Industries Development Bank of India. The headquarters of SIDBI is in Lucknow, and recently Lucknow Declaration was signed between India and African nations for the better collaboration in the field of defense. Lucknow is in Uttar Pradesh, and India's first transgender university is going to be in Uttar Pradesh. P.K. Banerjee, who recently passed away, was associated to which sports? So Mr. Banerjee was associated to football, and he passed away recently. He was the member of 1962 Asian Cup gold medal winning India football team. Which state recently announced that sanitary personnel employed by urban and rural civic bodies shall be called cleanliness workers? So this decision was taken by Tamil Nadu government, and this decision was taken to honor their work in maintaining public health. Now recently Tamil Nadu was also in news as it is the first state in our country to frame a law on contract farming. On which day World Sparrow Day is celebrated? So every year on 20th of March World Sparrow Day is celebrated, and this initiative was started by Nature Forever Society, and this society is based in India, and it was started by Mr. Muhammad Dilawar, and the first World Sparrow Day was celebrated in 2010. Which space agency is set to send astronauts to the International Space Station for the first time in May 2020? Right answer is SpaceX. So SpaceX will send the astronauts to ISS for the first time in May 2020. SpaceX is a private company that is owned by Mr. Elon Musk, and SpaceX is going to use Falcon 9 rockets to transport the astronauts to ISS. ISS stands for International Space Station. Now, if we talk about International Space Station, so it is in LEO, that is Low Earth Orbit, and it is a joint project between 5 space agencies. These 5 agencies are NASA, it is a space agency of USA, second one is Roscosmos, it is space agency of Russia, third is JAXA, it is space agency of Japan, fourth is ESA, it is space agency of Europe, and fifth one is CSA, that is space agency of Canada. These were the important questions of today's quiz. Thank you.